。でも静かになってくれてありがとう。ごめんね。私は魔女教滞在司教フンド担当シリウス・ロマネ・コンティと申します。
It's been an amazing week for ReZero, or should I say an amazing 2 days. I can't believe we've gotten not only a 90-minute ReZero first episode, but we've now just received the most random preview trailer for ReZero Season 3, which is probably going to be in the first episode. The trailer starts up with Sirius talking to a crowd of people, and here we can sort of see the crowd. I've actually had a look to see if we can see any notable characters, but it's just the same 4 or 5 unique character designs repeated and copied and pasted over and over again. Now I know that's quite common for animations to just reuse characters or character designs or character models and just like copy and paste them, but it's quite funny to see the same person repeated over and over again. The most interesting thing, however, is the fact that we can finally hear Sirius's voice, and what's strange is that Sirius's voice actor is different to Fortuna's voice actor, which seems to imply that they're not the same person. However, I don't 100% agree with that. I feel like it's a red herring. We are then given a nice overview of Pristella and the fact that it's pretty much surrounded by water. Subaru and the crew also arrive to the city, and we can see that it's pretty much like Venice. It's a sort of a fantasy version of Venice. It does remind me of the sort of meme about isekai cities always being in a sort of circle. You know, like every isekai city is a giant town with like a wall encircling it, which is kind of funny because Pristella does in fact fit that sort of meme template for a city. We once again meet all of the royal candidates, which is quite a nice thing to have considering we haven't really seen them in a long time. We can also see, by the way, if you notice, Crucia's demeanor is very feminine compared to how she usually is. We also do see another red-haired man, who is of course Heinkel Astria, who is of course Reinhard's father, which we can see in the left side next to Aldebaran. We also see that Felt has a new sort of clothing design, which is of course her new get-up, which she will wear. And again, I want to point out that Crucia is of course wearing a sort of dress, which is something she wouldn't normally wear. We then see 2 sort of, I guess, past-related incidents. The first one involving Reinhard, and we can see, of course, the flashback with the gravestone with Tiresias' sword. And we can see a younger Wilhelm, and we can see the yellow flowers that Theresia loved. So again, that's just callback to Season 1 during the White Whale fight. We also see Garfield meeting with his mother, which again, we know what she looks like from the first trial in the Sanctuary, and we can see, of course, that she is right in front of him, and that's the reason why he has that shocked expression. We can also see, of course, that Wilhelm and Reinhard have a tense sort of relationship due to the fact that they both look quite tense. We next get a creepy shot of Regulus trying to touch Emilia, and Emilia's eyes sort of open wide. I'm not sure why she's doing this. Maybe she's used to people like hiding away from her, but in this case, she doesn't like slap him away. We then get another shot of Rem and Emilia holding her crystal, alongside a shot of Sirius again making a sort of love heart with her hand. Now, by the way, a quick reminder, the reason why they're going to Pristella is of course to get a magic crystal for Puck, and that's one of the reasons why Emilia is touching her crystal, because that's where Puck used to be. Rem is of course a prime plot point considering she's still asleep, and I'm not going to make a who's Rem joke because this is not 2016 and there's no reason for it. In addition to this, we have got more information. We've also been given the preview image, which is being used as like the sort of promotional poster. We can see all of the main characters, the good guys, facing off against the Sin Archbishops, with the Sin Archbishops providing a sort of contrast to the main characters, considering they're sort of covered in shadows. And I think it's really nice and interesting. The art style is phenomenal, and it's a complete 180 from Season 2, where the art and animation was considered quite subpar. We can see that we have Aldebaran kneeling as well, and we can see Priscilla in the back, and of course Ricardo. We can also see Joshua and Wilhelm all the way at the back, and it's probably quite hard to see that. On the Sin Archbishop side, we can see Capella, we can see this giant dragon, Regulus, Sirius, Liebat and Kaitos, and a green figure behind Lai, which is of course Roy Alvard. So it's really nice to have this art here. I'm sure you guys will obviously enjoy it. Like others, because this is a battle-oriented arc, I'm wondering how they're going to do it justice. I am of course a bit concerned, but we know that the art style is phenomenal, but will they be able to make sure that the art stays at a high level of quality whilst also keeping a great animation? I'm not too sure, but we'll have to wait and find out. We've also got more character art for Season 3 characters. Again, we had the serious one, which I put earlier on in the video, but the main takeaway is the art style. It's noticeably better than Season 2, namely the fact that the characters also have detailed ears. That was a really big pet peeve with people back during Season 2, but you can see everything is extremely detailed, which is amazing. According to further information, the ending song will be called Nox Lux by Myth and Royd. For those that don't know, pretty much all of the banger songs in ReZero have been done by Myth and Royd. So this was the same with Season 1 and Season 2. So we're looking forward to another high quality musical set in ReZero Season 3. And again, I think what separates ReZero from these other trash isekai shows is the music. The music in ReZero is phenomenal. It's absolutely phenomenal. I didn't mention it last episode regarding the 90-minute first episode. According to ICE, this is not a stitched together episode where they take like 4 or 5 episodes and they combine them into one episode. That's not how this is working. It's essentially like a movie. It's like Oshinoko's first episode, which was like an hour and a half long. Also, to point out what Ice also said, was that let's say ReZero is 40 episodes. Episode 1 is still only classified as one episode. So on the episode count list, it doesn't count as, say, 3 or 4 episodes. So that means we're still going to get as many episodes as possible, and the extended runtime of episode 1 won't give us less episodes to work with overall. So hopefully that made a bit of sense to some of you. There's also apparently new figurines coming for the female characters, such as of course Emilia and Rem. So everything is going into full swing. I'm going to be honest, the fact that they have a 19-minute episode 3 months in advance seems to bode well for ReZero. It means that they have a lot of time to finalize the final product for us ReZero fans. I think it's safe to say, guys, we are going to feast. If you made it this far, feel free to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm going to be pumping out a lot of ReZero content. So I'll see you guys next time.